I know I've been threatening this for a long time, but I'm finally done and I'm ready to go. Let's go. What do we have here? We have the Golden Gate Palms. YouTube fan, customer retreat, whatever you want to call it, VRBO. Spend some time in Gary's Paradise. Here's your parking pad I built just for you guys. Park out here, take 2 cars. You can put all your stuff on the, all your luggage on the bench, wait for your significant other or whoever you're partying with down here, and marvel at my beautiful agave. Here's your very own private gate. This will be locked when you get here, and I will give you the combo. What do we have? We have a main house over there, way over there. That's occupied by some permanent tenants that will actually help you out for whatever you might need while you're here. And that was the home of Mr. Barrett, who was a fighter pilot from World War II, came up here and bought 25 acres on this hillside to call his own and grow vegetables for his grocery store in Vista, California, which is where we are right now. And so he eventually subdivided everything off except this 2.3 acre paradise, which I was able to barely purchase from legendary horticulturist Mary McBride. And she's responsible for 85% of this gorgeous place. And I'm adding my touches as I go. And luckily she put in a bunch of stuff just like I would have. So let's go look at the property that is up for rent for you. And if you're thinking, you know what, for whatever reason, you can't fly to Hawaii like you're used to, you're stuck in California, well, this is the next best thing. Why do I say that? Need I say more? It's a tropical paradise. It has plumeria. It has palm trees. It has succulents. It's so beautiful. So check it out. I've got my little plant collection going on out in the front out here. This would be your unit. This is separate from the house. And of course, I would never let you down with lackluster botanical stuff to look at. And we have some real beautiful succulents right here. Stuff that would survive even if I forgot to water it for several years. And you have a nice little bench. This is your game room. We'll come back and see this in just a second. But outside of that, you have a really nice bench to hang out on. As you can see, it's quiet here. Did I mention it's quiet? So you've got butterflies. Look at, you see? I'm not kidding. There are butterflies here. There are lots of butterflies. There are lots of birds. This is a beautiful paradise. So we have 1.3 acres that are landscaped. And then I'm building my nursery out in the back. Mary was nice enough to leave me an acre of nothing in the back. And I have a beautiful nursery. We'll actually take a little garden tour back there. We'll take a garden tour of the whole thing. But first, you probably want to know what you'd be staying in, what you'd be renting, right? So here we are. Here's the double doors that you'll enter right here. There will be a key with a certain code in this thing. Whoa! Oh my, I thought that thing was real. Where did you go? Don't worry, it's not real. Look, you can pet him, you can talk to him. He's not going to run away. He's actually not real. He's wood. He's from Bali, I believe. Anyway, I bought that from somebody, and that's really cool. It's my that's my pet right there. It's my kind of pet, really low maintenance. You have your really nice dining room here with a view out into the gardens. You have a visual aid to the closest beach and beautiful longboard surfing break there is called Terramar, and there are palms leaning out over the ocean in the sunset. And there are beautiful rocks to lay on and beach. It's the coolest place. That is 18 minutes from here. Your toes will be in this sand when you leave that driveway 18 minutes later, because it's easy parking. It's all freeway. We're only 9 miles from the coast, which is a really good thing because right on the coast, it gets a little bit cool with the fog blowing in. And up here, it's a perfect warm climate. Pretty much all the time. A little warmer in summer, a little cooler in winter, but other than that, that's how San Diego works. It's wonderful. There's your view looking out of your double doors with all the butterflies flying by, trying to make you forget about all of the responsibilities and worries that you have. If you forget about all those things, Please don't blame the butterflies or get mad at them in any way, but they tend to do that. Here is your living room. You've got punctuated by lots of beautiful art from my daughters. Little Miss Muppet did that. And Rhea did that one over there. That's a view out of our kitchen at home in Lafayette, looking at a philodendron and some king pumps. And of course, you saw Terramar, which she painted. You've got your living room, which consists of a nice sitting area. Big giant couch folds out into a bed in case you have lots of friends. Now, if you suddenly come down here and you realize it's really sunny out because it's San Diego, feel free to borrow a hat. If it's sunny, borrow some sunglasses as long as you're okay with dollar store sunglasses. And if you're old like me and you're trying to read and you can't, there are even those kind of glasses too. Just put everything back just the way you found it. Over here we have a kitchen. Pretty much everything you need and nothing you don't. What do we have here? We have a refrigerator and we have a freezer, okay? And then we have coffee. We have an orange juice maker. There's some orange trees on the property. Toaster oven. We have a sink. We have a microwave oven. We have a nice gas burner. This is where you'll warm your tortillas and make your quesadillas. This is my favorite thing in the world. And then I never use the oven, but maybe you will. And then all of my favorite booze will be locked away in these cabinets here. And so you're going to have to probably get your own booze. But you can borrow my football, and you can even come up and pay homage to Mr. Barrett right there. Mr. Barrett, that's Mrs. Barrett, and he was a pilot, obviously, I told you that. And unfortunately, or fortunately, or whatever his destiny was, that he did ultimately run off with his secretary. And Mrs. Barrett lived here for an awful long time. I'm sure she was happy that he set this place up for her before he left. And so for your margaritas, you've got a whole stash of beautiful margarita glasses at your beck and call right here in my cabinets. No, that is not some sleepy, beautiful place down in the heart of Mexico. That is here. My daughter painted that too. The beauty of San Diego, especially where we are, so you know, here is Point Conception. San Francisco would be here. Tijuana is here. LA is here. Look at LA, look at the blue water. Look at San Diego, look at the red. Okay, so what you have here, these are the Channel Islands. All of the cold air on the ocean comes across this way. And what ends up happening is it chops up the water mixes, it gets really cold as evidenced by the blue water. Also, the water from the Coriolis effect is coming down on the coast because the earth is turning and the water is coming down, and the water wants to stay in the same place, yet the continent is moving. And so the water hits Point Conception and it causes an effect, or it infiltrates, but slowly. But by the time it gets into here, it's already warmed up because all of the wind has subsided because of the Channel Islands blocking it. You can see the plume of warm water that goes all the way and focuses after all these islands right to exactly where we are, just north of San Diego. So if you go down and surf in Tijuana or in Mexico, it's actually colder. So we're in the sweet spot right there. But if you still can't handle it, you can bring some wetsuits. Just know that that blue surfboard is not for you. I have some for you. I will show you those. Let's go back through the hallway and see the game room and bunk room. You can sleep, 6 people here. Well, depends how many people you pile up. But conventionally, you can put 4 in the bunks. There's a little mattress that pulls out down below. You have a couch, which has knocked me out cold many times. I've woken up there early in the morning, realizing that I never made it to my bed. We got the big screen. I highly recommend YouTube and getting on there and looking for the 10-hour slow motion pipeline Zen loop right there. Will he make it? Is he coming out? Oh, he made it. He made it. He made it. Awesome. Okay, you've got a microwave. You've got a refrigerator. You've got more of my daughter's artwork. And what else? You've got a ping pong table. And in case you don't know how to play ping pong, there's a visual aid on the wall of a Jamaican wood carving, which my wife really wanted me to throw away, and I didn't have the heart to, and I absolutely love it. So we're keeping it here. What else? There's more. We have a bathroom. There's a bathroom that is supposed to emulate the color of the ocean. And I can tell you how close we got by coming over here and comparing that color right there. Yeah, it's pretty close. I think we did a pretty good job. So, and then also, if you take a look at how this wave is formed, it is circular. Can you tell I used to have an HGTV garden show? This is what we would do at the big reveal. Okay, you see the big circle? That's called a tube. That's where you want to surf in. So we're going to give you a practice section here by looking in the mirrors. Those are our tubes. And then when you're in the tube and you duck dive under the wave, you'll look up and you'll see something that looks remarkably similar to this. Okay? And you've got a double sinks. You've even got a bathtub right there. And we're definitely in need of a little bit more artwork in there from the girls. Here's some beautiful artwork. Baobab. No, that's a dragon tree. Here are the baobabs right there. So that's Ray Grag right there. We have another bathroom. And here you have a shower. You have more beautiful artwork from Ray Grag. Go to raygrag.com. She's an amazing artist. And you can probably get her to do all kinds of things for you. And if you're wondering about all the trees outside, well, here's a poster that will help you out. Subtropical Trees of California. This poster is not made anymore. I bought the last 50 of them from the person who sold these and created them. And I have them under my bed at home. In case you want one, let me know. And I can probably, you mail me some money, I'll mail you a poster. So it's one of my favorite posters. So, and if you're wondering about the birds that are outside, well, they probably almost undoubtedly are listed on this poster of Birds of North America. So I want to keep you guys fully educated while you're here. There's some plumeria, and you'll be seeing that in the garden as well. Here's the master bedroom featuring fragrant, you guessed it, plumeria from the garden. And in case you didn't bring your calendar with you, here is the Mayan calendar. That'll set you straight. Every morning you wake up, you can talk to this guy, and he will tell you what day it is and whether the world's going to end or not. And there is one of the rare pieces of my younger daughter, Ariana Grag, and this was in 2012, and she is now 20 years old, and it's 2020, so she did that when she was 12. Little did she know that it would be one of my most cherished and favorite paintings at the property that we didn't even know we'd have someday, since we just got this just recently. And of course, we're hoping you can help us pay the mortgage here, because it's not so small. There's me in a $10 a night shack in Costa Rica, and I would give anything to, this thing got knocked down in an earthquake actually, but I would spend my winters there 5 weeks a year, San Diego State winter break, and my wife painted that painting, so the art acumen runs in the family. Now, this board is I'm not even allowed to surf this one. This one is so beautiful, I decided just to leave it as permanent art. And so you're not allowed to take that out either. However, here's some $100 Costco special wave storms, and you're perfectly welcome to take these things out and get deep in the tube, just like you saw on the video there. And that pretty much concludes the interior tour of the space that we have for rent. And this is pretty much only going to be rented to my customers through my website and anybody that finds this video on YouTube. I don't know if I really want random people from any of the other websites to come out. Maybe not. Probably not. I don't really need to rent this, but I want to share it with people who love plants. And you got an outdoor shower here from when you come back from the beach. You can wipe off your, you can hose off your surfboard or your wetsuit and hang it up. There's lots of hooks to hang the wetsuits on. And of course, going with full San Diego style, yes, we have jalapeno lights. So that will really add to the effect when you're hanging out here. And you'll notice there are skulls just about everywhere. They look a little bit like the Mayan calendar guy, but they're more useful because you can actually open your beer on his teeth. And so if you want to have a margarita party, well, here we go. Hang all your margarita glasses right here. Put your pitcher out. You can even crush up some fresh salsa right there and make your guacamole. And I do need a bench. I know it's missing. And then you've got your little barbecue burner. It's just big enough for you and all your friends to cook some food. It's ready to go right there. I'll probably have an extra tank of fuel just in case you run out. And then if you are into, like my children, the mushroom, not the I hope they're not into mushrooms. Marshmallows, roasted marshmallows and s'mores and that sort of thing. Well, then you're perfectly ready to go there. You got a few chairs to hang out in. This is your own private patio. And there are more places to hang out here, as I will show you in the garden tour. And so just hop on my website if you haven't been there yet and you want to know about this property. It's going to be at www.goldengatepalms.com. In the More section, under the Sunrise Vista San Diego VRBO, I believe, something like that. I haven't put it up yet, but I soon will. And all the details for the property will be there. And you'll just have to give me a call and let me know when you want to come. And hopefully I won't be here because I come here a lot and I love it. Never want to leave when I come. All right, let's do the garden tour next. Look for the garden tour.